Here, folks, with the Subhumans. This one's for all these fucking rich bastards who think they can control us because because they think they've got control of all the money, and just as they got the money, they think they can control us with it. They're fucking wrong. It's called businessmen.
Yeah!
This song's called Point of View. It's about getting your point of view across to people, not online, not in front of flat versus the screens. It's about getting points of view, not from the fucking media feeding you ideas and you not know whether they're right or wrong. It's about getting ideas from gatherings like this, where we're full of real three-dimensional human beings who are always the best source of information. Social position, you've got the further if you want to see more. The thing they're not is making out the gift before. If somebody's wrong, and it makes you think twice. You've got this hectic to us, now it's your choice. Get another point of view. 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 called Parasites. This song's called Labels. We put too many labels on each other. We divide ourselves up by fucking class, race, intelligence, height, sex, what we have for fucking dinner. People want to feel like they got more strength by denouncing other people. It doesn't work like that. You get more strength by ignoring all these differences, celebrating the fucking differences, because if we really were all the same, it would be dead fucking boring. Such a way you're keeping us in line. Divided by conformity, we waste away our time. We are all individuals. This one's called British Disease. It was written back in the day when people used to riot when they were pissed off. Why they burn your buildings It's called Reality is Waiting for a Bus. a lot of young people here. Excellent. Some of them might be thinking, hey, this being in a punk band malarkey looks like a good idea. And I fucking fully support that idea. However, when you come across businessmen, people in suits, offering you contracts, fame, fortune, appearances on television, all that shit, just believe me, it will not happen. The only way you're going to make it as a punk band is by really enjoying what you're doing, and then the rest will fucking follow. But you're not going to get famous, you're not going to make loads of money. The only thing you're going to make is a lot of friends. This is called Punk Machine. Right, we don't play this one very often. It's called Straight Line Thinking. We are all controlled by reinforcement of rules passed by those who are merely the tools of a system where achievement is based on deceit of the masses by someone in whom they believe. Controlled by the straight line thinking, the straight line thinkers who gave up drinking and smoking and sins to avoid being loved, but that their aspirations will allow them to go. We are all controlled. We are all controlled by fear and the unknown, because we're not told all there is to know about thinking or a normal existence, representation and show no resistance. We are all controlled in our thoughts and actions by things we were told by past generations and parents who used to rebel just the same as we do now. So who gets to blame? We are all controlled. We are all controlled. We are all controlled. We are the rebels, like the rebels before us, predestined to scream in an arrogant chorus. The voices repeating the words of the past, but diffusing the promises of agency fast. A deep in the soul, if there is what it tells you to do what you feel, not a someone has told you. It takes a little, accepting the section of a positive trait in this game of deception. We are all controlled. We are all controlled. We are all controlled. Thank you. Right. There's a lot of shit going down. This is for anybody who thinks that being sat in front of your fucking screens is going to change anything. It's called apathy. Sex, cigarettes, foot cortina, household pets, bombs, war, famine, death, and a fed public picketing! Public wants the inside to me, and this is the song brings back to tea. This is our family, safe and change, and I feel the last one part of it. But now it's lost, it's not okay. Does he never like no brain? You're leading for what we need. I switch my mind and I bleed. We called 99%. We are all part of a massive 99% of people on the planet. The 1%, they've got ownership of all the media, ownership of the internet, of the banks, the government. They are the government. They're a very small amount of people. And up till January, it was all, you know, probably mine, a bit theoretical, but after the election in January, it all became clear as fuck, because their names and faces are on our TV screens and the internet screens every day of the fucking week, claiming they're going to make this country great again while sending it into the fucking bowels of economic and poverty-stricken hell every fucking day. And there's a lot of depressed, pissed off, worried people in this country and the rest of the world while we're at it. But the fact is, we're still 99% of the population. That's an enormous amount of togetherness and strength and humanity we've got to use against the fuckers. For everybody getting a bit tired of walking around, pretending to be happy, pretending to be civilized, pretending to just like stay, toe the line, bottling up all their thoughts, bottling up all that fucking shit inside. This song's for them, it's called No. No, I don't believe in Jesus Christ. My mother died of cancer when I was 5. No, I don't believe in religion. I was forced to go to church. I wasn't told why. No, I don't believe in everything. Don't believe in brutality, ignorantly. No, I don't believe in the system. None of these words make sense to me. You'll get over it. You'll grow up. You'll calm down. Another you. Another fashion, you'll get over it, you'll come down. You don't really mean what you say, you know too much to drink. Don't be so blood-hated, darling, as you say. No, it's what you say, you're just one of one of these fine. Yes, you're part of the fucking system, I ain't right, I can see you lie. They
too. I want to pee on a curb. Me too.
Just trying to take the set list from the drum pit. Oh, he's out of here. Subhumans! He's like, where's the set list at? Alright, there we go.
Right, you want one more then? Tough shit. We're gonna do 4. Oh, black and white. forgotten and they disagree. National economy is said to be okay. The wages that you get will help you to forget. Will you keep your ideologies or throw them all away? When the system has you beaten, even now you haven't eaten. You can't afford to eat and dream to keep your brain above. Let the system wherever, carry on as ever. Gotta work it up and say, come back on the fire. Forget about the good place, now they've got around the place. They never stop the war. All the nation and the thing affects the green about it. But the lady said about the world is going on. It's still in the society, so what's your make well, they remain the majority, you never really can. Don't make the age to annihilate and say, pretend like you're the little just to die there. Communication and conviction got a kick until it This is where we need a volunteer from the audience to count all the way from 1 to 4. It's fucking tricky. At the start of this song, which is called Peroxide. Yeah? Okay. Stay just where you are. It's all good. That's why they got these things. For Thursday night, is it Thursday? Fucking Wednesday? We're on tour, we don't know what fucking day it is. Not you, apparently. And no, sorry, seriously. Thanks for turning up. Look after each other. This is the last one. It's not religious wars. Cheers. right to be fair.